the game. In my mind, they saying they don't remember your name. If they love you, it's cool. Give them a reason to hate you. I ain't chasing the fame. You gonna remember my name.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Candid Conversations. Yes, y'all still seeing my face. I'm so sorry. We gonna try our best to fix it. But until then, how y'all doing? I hope everybody had a beautiful, productive day today. I hope everybody ain't freeze outside, slip on ice, and none of that good stuff that happens in the good old city of Peatown. We're gonna get this party started because we are late. So let's get Mr. Sean Davis out here so we can start this conversation.
That thing looks so weird. Looks so
I do
weird.
not care.
All
I do not care. Ask me
you
if
can
I
see
care.
is your big cheeks with this going on. I
That's
know that was
okay.
man.
God gave me these big cheeks for a reason.
All right. All right.
Ain't nothing, ain't
And
nothing
the,
I can know about it, but
and the,
blame
and
it on
the,
my ancestors.
and the viewers can take that any way they want to take it.
They better not take it that way. I know that much.
All right, man. All right, get my boy out here.
I mean, we all know we can never do this show without our new newlywed, Mr. Derek the Deacon.
All I know, you talking real crazy first thing the show start. You got out here talking about God gave you these big cheeks and other stuff. Like I didn't know we would start the Candid After Dark, but if we if we going if we going that route, then I think we need to start at 11 so they don't crash.
I like it.
Don't start with me. I can't help it. I
I
said,
like it.
hey, mama, hey, I can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
Blame it on my ancestors. These ain't, I didn't ask for these genes. They was given to me.
Big cheeks.
So,
Two big cheeks.
Big cheeks.
hey, thank you, mommy.
She out of control.
Good God.
I'm out of control. I think you're out of control. All right, everybody. Tonight's conversation is saying no in relationships. Are you setting healthy boundaries, which whatever that should be, or are you setting yourself up for failure? I don't know what y'all been told, but we will be talking about it. We will be talking about it. But if you are watching, we're going to be asking everybody to please share alike. Sharing is caring. It's free. So, Mr. Derek Watson, the Deacon, can you tell me what a healthy boundary is?
You want to look it up? You look everything else up.
I don't got. No, I ain't looking up nothing today. What did I tell y'all yesterday? My brain capacity is limited.
Sounds personal.
It is a personal thing.
Normally, she was like Webster Dictionary says.
I can look it up. I'm asking you, what is your definition of a healthy boundary?
Webster Dictionary says that a
Let's go
healthy
past the.
boundary. So,
God.
what happened?
You know what happened?
So healthy boundaries in relationships are personal limits defining your comfort, your needs, and values, ensuring respect, safety, and autonomy for both individuals. Crucial for preventing resentment and fostering independence through clear communication, self awareness, and consistency. They involve respecting privacy, needing alone time, expressing feeling calmly, saying no without guilt, and maintaining separate interests, all built on clear communication and mutual respect for individual space and beliefs.
All right, that's a lot.
That's what you asked for.
Did I? All right. So I am. Give me 1 second. Give me a 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 second. I'm coming. All right.
Mhm.
So with all this healthy boundaries that I know nothing about because I don't know what a healthy boundary is. I push through boundaries. I step over boundaries.
That's what happened when you got
I,
big cheeks.
I poke holes. I poke holes in boundaries because do people actually really stick to the boundaries that they set? Do you stick to the boundaries that you set in your relationship?
uh,
Darren?
um, for the most part,
Ah,
I think everybody um, sticks to the boundaries they set until you get to until you get to a place of comfortability or a place of uh, heavy affection for someone. Because when you really start to care about people, then you begin to put things down to make them happy.
okay. 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 What about you, Sean? Do you stick to your boundaries? I'm loving to hear this one.
I mean, me personally, but I will say that I think a lot of boundaries. I think a lot of boundaries is compromised depending on the circumstances and who we are as people.
Hmm.
Depending
Hey,
on
Ivory.
depending on how much money we got, how hot we are, uh, you know, all of those different things. I think people compromise their boundaries depending on situations. Um, I like to hear that people set healthy boundaries and they adhere to them and they stick to them and but I also understand that some people will compromise those boundaries depending on the situations.
Hmm.
I truly believe that.
Which is why I said what I said. I'm gonna poke some holes in somebody's boundary.
I mean, us as a people, not just speaking you personally, but I know each person personally makes up, you know, the generalization. Um, because we've seen boundaries get pushed depending on circumstances. We've seen
Absolutely.
that plenty of times. You know, I've seen men compromise themselves because of how beautiful a woman, how beautiful a woman is. You know, you know, they don't mind, spending a couple dollars extra. You know, you know, Don't you? What you chuckling it up for? I've seen that. I've seen, men compromise, you know, at 50-50 because of how beautiful a woman is. And I've seen women compromise their boundaries depending on how much money a man has. I mean, I've seen women say they'll compromise um, fidelity, how a man look, depending on how much money somebody got. You know what I mean? So I think it's a very convenient thing to some people. It sound good on Facebook. It
Right.
sound good on social media. It sound good in debates and conversations. But at the same time, I see it compromised all the time. So
I do not disagree with you. I 101,001% agree with that because I think we do. I think people do compromise um their boundaries a lot for different reasons.
for worldly things.
Whatever it may be, whether you married or just in a relationship, I think people always compromise their boundaries they set in the beginning, and then it's like, okay,
I mean,
we can
I,
forget
I
about that.
I point to Derek because I think more often is compromised because of worldly things in the flesh
Hmm.
more than anything else. Where does morality really come into play? Because if we're supposed to be people of a moral compass, that we do the right thing all the time, how do you compromise your boundaries for worldly things and flesh? Not saying I ain't never do it. That's another topic.
Yeah, but I think too it could be not. I think too it could be for fear of rejection. Um, when
Really?
when sometimes you don't. Yeah, because that's always like when people set boundaries. Wait a minute, your people bother. Your people riding by. um, I think that sometimes when you put, depending on what the boundary is, whatever your boundaries are, because everybody's of course is different. But I do think that sometimes people will compromise some of their boundaries because they don't want to be rejected. They don't want somebody to leave them because of this boundary that they have set forth, and they don't agree with it. So the other person doesn't agree with it. So people sometimes will compromise that boundary just so that person doesn't walk away.
Hmm.
Give me an
So
example. Give me an example.
what do you mean?
Give me an example. You said it.
An example like what? Like
Of what you talking about.
all right.
So threesomes.
Threesomes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Candid conversation.
Yeah. I'm not doing that because I will.
Touch
I'm
it.
not doing that because I will say bye bye. I see. I see you. That ain't even a healthy boundary.
I mean, that depends
That's
on who
just
you
a
are, right? That depends on who
that's
you
just a
are.
non-negotiable.
That
Yeah,
depends
I'm
on
not
who you
doing
are. Some people are into what they into,
that is true.
and
Very
some
good.
And
people
then
are willing to give their partner what they want creating a boundary because, like you said, maybe they don't want to lose them. You know, maybe they even it piques their interest, but they didn't even know that was there.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. I got you.
Damn, it got quiet on that.
Yeah, you sitting here talking about the reasons. But no, I think like let's say I don't know, what's a healthy boundary? That's not a threesome. Um,
A healthy boundary is um not letting people go through your phone. That's a healthy boundary. To you it may be, but to your person it may not be.
okay, that is a healthy boundary. I don't think anybody should be going through people's phones. But if I was with somebody that
But
uh, felt like it was okay to
right,
go through my phone, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening. Um, and it's 100 reasons why I'm not letting you go through my phone, but um, that could be a boundary that I'm not willing to accept. And I'd be like, okay, well, in order for me to feel like I trust you, or in order for and all of that other nonsense that people say, then I don't think this is a relationship for me. And you choose to leave, somebody might say, okay, you you could go through my phone. I don't got nothing to hide. It's fine.
right.
You got a password on your phone?
I have a passport, a password, a fingerprint. Facial recognition, all three. Yes, you is not getting on my phone.
That's
I
interesting.
change my pass. I change my password every 3 months. I
Well,
change which finger. I sure do. I change which finger I use every 3 months. So you can't say, "Oh, she used her index finger. Let me try to open it with this finger." You have to go through all five of these fingers to figure out which finger is the right finger and on what hand.
that's crazy.
Now, is it because of relationship purposes or is it because of security?
What? That my phone like Fort Knox? Because it don't wait.
And
The reason
wait,
why you want to know why my phone is like that?
no, I just actually is it for relationship purposes to keep your man or keep men out of it, or security?
She says a plethora of reasons why.
It's for and oh, shut up, Thomas. Ain't nobody no doggone cheater. It's it's because my phone. I keep my phone like that because one, I was a victim of identity theft, and I do have a lot of stuff that is on my cell phone. Um, Two, if a man of mine wants to see my phone, the answer is no. There's a, there is nothing on my phone that you need to see. It has nothing to do with you. If
It
I am
do,
not asking,
it do,
huh?
it do.
What? Why? Why?
So if a man is contacting you, you don't think that has nothing to do with your significant other?
But if a man is not contacting me,
That's not what
why
I
you
asked
want to go
you.
to my phone?
That's not what I asked you.
What you say?
I said if a man is contacting you, that has nothing to do with your significant other.
It absolutely has something to do with my significant other, and I will also let him know that there is somebody contacting me. I don't have a
Okay.
problem with saying it.
Okay, I was just
Yeah,
asking.
I don't have a problem with saying it. I just don't want nobody going through my phone. And I do mean no. Now, if I'm married, maybe I'll let my husband go through my phone. But yeah, other than that, no, you're not going through my phone. No, absolutely not. My husband, yes. Anybody that's like, if you just my significant other, no, you was not going through my phone. What do you want? Now, this, if you want to look at messages, who message you want to see? I can show it to you. But for you to sit there and go through my phone, not happening.
So,
Yeah.
so what I hear you saying is that if that's a personal, but that's a healthy boundary for you. But if it's not a healthy boundary for your person, oh well.
And I'm
Because
okay with that because
when we talk
we
about
both think differently.
when we talk about creating healthy boundaries, that means they have to be healthy on both sides. Because it can't be healthy for you, but break it down your person.
Mm-hmm. You absolutely correct.
Let's now. Here's something. Is is general, but as broad as we can make it. Sex, right? Sex.
Love it.
Um, he wants sex. You don't care for sex. Do you say I'm going to let you use my body because this is what you want right now, or do you say no?
It's a
I'm
nice way
tired,
to say no.
huh?
It's a nice way to say no.
It's a
So
nice way to say no. Would you? The only nice way to say no is I give you some head.
so if he wanted sex, and you know he wanted sex extremely to the extreme, and let's say you wasn't really into it, do you say, you know what, go ahead, not just saying it like that because that's not sexy at all, but
Yeah.
do you allow sex to happen because your partner want to have sex, or do you just say no, I don't feel it and it's not gonna happen?
Um, Me personally, if
No,
I
the
don't
other
feel like having,
person.
if I don't feel like having sex, I'm not having sex.
Really? I
What is
think
the
that
problem?
no, I just think it's
I,
interesting
yeah.
because that's the whole thing of um satisfying your partner.
Hmm. But you don't always have to just have sex. I mean, why we can't just cuddle or something? Like there is an
Nobody want if he don't want to
alternative.
cuddle and he want to have sex.
Did you say why can't we just cuddle?
Yeah, but I think, hey, isn't it about compromise, right? Aren't we?
Yeah,
This
Why?
this
is
this is
about
this is him. This is
compromise.
this
How
is
do
him
how does
needing you to
So,
compromise. This is him needing you to compromise.
I was about to
and
say
why can't we compromise with a cuddle?
is that because that's not what he asked? Like what? How do we get
Yes,
to?
if he's
That's like
asking you for
that's
sex.
like right. That's like you asking somebody
That's
like,
nice.
hey, I'm hungry. You say, well, let's compromise. Let's color.
No, if you hungry, I could either order you something to eat, or I could go in this kitchen and make you something to eat.
And if he's horny, you can drop them
And
draws.
if he's horny, then that's not my issue for that night if I'm not in the mood to do it.
Sean said he want to eat your loins. Order up on your loins tonight, sis.
Thank you, Ivory. She said, if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not doing it. Thomas says, if I'm married and I'm being told no on several occasions, I'm getting a divorce expeditiously. Whatever, Thomas.
No, but this is this.
I don't believe that. But it doesn't mean that you're saying no all the time.
But if I'm asking you now,
Okay, and sometimes you have to say, and sometimes you can say no to having sex at that particular moment in time. The answer is a no.
Okay,
I
so
don't. If I don't. If I don't feel like it. If I don't feel good. If I just want to get in this bed and take my
we
behind to
we we
sleep,
we un, we understand
that's
certain
what I'm
circumstances.
gonna do.
We understand certain circumstances. We understand that.
right.
But if you're a healthy person, you're good. You're
You
good.
don't
I'm
know. You
good.
don't know how my body feeling inside. You don't live inside my body. You
You ain't
can't
even
tell me.
you ain't even allow me to ask.
Go ahead and ask.
Because sometimes you just don't feel like it. But you can. You can go ahead and get him out of the way. And
I
that and
can't
that
do.
and that 20 minutes is probably going to get you further than that no whatever do for you.
That no, but he gonna be all right tomorrow.
That no may get you that no and then another no and another no, like Thomas said, may get you a
But that's
divorce.
the thing. Nobody is saying that it has to be all the time. But there are times where the answer no is going to have to suffice.
Right. So
You never know. You was
I
never
understand
told
that.
no as a child. It's like people forget. Like you was never told no before in your life.
No, I understand that. I understand that.
So exactly, Kamisha.
What'd she say? 20 minutes?
He said, "Bro, you got 5 minutes." I said, "I'm tired."
You know what? That's a wife right there. That's a wife. All right. All right.
That's
Set the stopwatch.
that's a compromise, but that's the compromise you're talking about there.
Yeah. Set the
So
That's a
stopwatch on.
compromise. That's a compromise for you, but
Yeah.
it's not the compromise for her. It's not the compromise for
Sometimes
her. Just like Sean just said here and said is well not you, Sean. You didn't say. I think Derek said it. You
you like
can't
throwing me under the bus,
if it's
Rihanna.
gonna. I'm sorry. If it's gonna hurt your partner, then it's not a fair compromise, correct? So if I'm doing something that I truthfully don't want to do, then that's not a fair compromise because you're not gonna get nothing.
It's a lot of things
healthy
that we don't want to
compromise.
do.
We didn't
It's a
say
lot.
anything about a fair compromise, a healthy compromise. I don't want to. I don't want to go. I don't want to go to the opera. But if that's what you want to do, that's a. I'm making a healthy compromise. It's not
Yeah.
about it's not about it being fair. It's about it being healthy.
Yeah. We
Healthy,
compromise all the time.
meaning I see you, I hear you, I respect you. So even if I don't want to do this or I'm not in the mood, maybe you're not going to get me to go and throw on. You're not going. I'm not going to get you to go throw on some lingerie or turn the lights down low or put on that red dress and that sweet perfume. Maybe you're not going to do all that. Maybe you're gonna put your bonnet on and have your little moo with the boob hanging out the side of it. Maybe that's what's gonna be. So we compromise. I told you what my need was. You heard my need, and you respect my need. You hear my need. That's where we talk about a healthy compromise. You're not even trying to even meet me at halfway. You talking about well, let's cuddle. I didn't ask you to cuddle. I didn't say I need to be held.
But
Turn to the
maybe I
side.
do.
Turn to the side.
But
Toot it
maybe
up a
I
little
do.
bit.
So what? But so what? So what about the other person? So what about the other person? If in order to come to a healthy compromise, don't you both have to agree?
Right, but that's why I say you have to have. And
All right.
Tamisha made she made a occasional no. Um, is an occasional no. If we when we but when we turn that when that no becomes more than occasional, I think Joy. I think Joy. Hey, Joy. I think Joy said it. Like, how many no's become occasional? Like,
Exactly.
if I came to you on Monday and said, "Hey, girl, you looking good to me," and you be like, "Not tonight, babe." All right. I came to you on Tuesday. Hey, girl, woo, you looking good to me. Go ahead, get out of here. All right. Now, when I didn't ask you on Wednesday, I come to you on Thursday. Hey, babe, girl, you looking good. I'm making me want to do something to you.
But didn't I just say that it's not like it's an all the time thing? Is that no? What is my thing is what is the problem with the word no?
It's not a
No.
thing with the word no.
What
That's not the
is
problem.
the issue?
It's the compromise.
It's the misuse of the word.
Okay, it could be, and it could be you could compromise another night, or you can. But if I say no occasionally, that shouldn't be an issue.
It is an issue because you doing it occasionally. Now,
So
I know
what? You say if you can say no to me occasionally for any reason, I should be able to say no to you just because you want to get your jollies off. I should still be able to say no, and that be okay. So if you tell me no, I'm supposed to what? Beg for it?
Drop them
No, I am
draws.
not.
Drop them
you are
draws with them big
occasional,
cheeks.
when you use occasional, and with the big cheeks you start off with, this more now your cheeks not big, but when you start using no occasionally, it sets a precedence of your person feeling turned away. When your person starts feeling turned away, you leave your person feeling undesired, unheard, and you're sitting here now while you sleeping
Or for
good.
that one no. Okay,
No,
for that one occasional
no,
no.
no.
It could be a no every 3 months.
You did not say one no. You said occasional.
Yes, and I said occasional could be a no every 3 months
Okay, let
Ain't
me
nothing
ask you
wrong
this.
with a no
or
every
every 6 months.
Let me ask you this. What's a
That's what
healthy?
occasional. That's what occasional means.
Let me ask you this.
What?
What's healthy sex habit per week?
Kamisha, that's a good
Um,
compromise
I
too.
would say like 3 times, 3 to 4 times a week.
And that's intercourse.
Yeah.
Okay, what about oral?
What?
Fuck you mean? Driving home from the movies. Ain't no driving home from the movies shit. No, none of that.
No,
I see. That's why these
not for
little
me.
they see. That's why these little hussies be winning.
Let them win.
Let them win, but you can't say let them win.
Let let them win.
You can't say let them win, but you also, I believe that
Thank you, Ivory.
nobody should get all yeses. There should never be all yeses in any type of relationship. It sets for people to become spoiled. It sets for them to become um what's the word?
Entitled.
Entitled. Because whatever I ask for, you give to me. So no, there has to be some no's. I think no's are a healthy part of a relationship, but you have to
Mm,
be careful with those no's because when those no's become occasional or becomes habitual, now we're going down. Now we're driving down the wrong street. We done made the left on the wrong block.
I think sex is a little different
Why?
because I said so.
Why is sex different?
Because it's physical and it's us. It's free. It's we're one. We're attracted to each other. It's simple. It's at our leisure. It's more than just intercourse. It can be oral. It can be a touch. It can be a feel. It can be a whatever. It can be a whole lot of things. Like I think it's a cop out. When you're just saying now. Now, I can, a person can understand that you're going through something, you're dealing with something. Of course. Ain't saying that it has to be. Now, that's what I understand with Derek. Of course, a healthy no is a healthy no. It's like, yo, right now, I'm going through some, whatever the case may be. But your partner and your partner know you. I mean, you got a horny dude. Like, your dude is a wild, sexy, sex crazy dude that need his medicine. You know
And
that.
sometimes his medicine, he gonna have to take alone.
Depending on what it is, but you don't just keep it away from them. I don't bargain. What I would always say to like even little sisters and them, don't let that be a bargaining chip.
It's not a bargaining chip, but don't make it seem like because I'm your woman or whatever that I just have to always say yes, 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 yes to sex. Because the answer can be no.
Situational, yeah, but if he's attracted to you, why would you keep that away from him? And why you ain't enticed by him?
It's not even about keeping anything away from them. Sometimes a woman is tired and she does not want to have sex, and she shouldn't have to compromise all the time because you're a sex maniac.
Now, here's the question: because are we expected as the men? Are we expected to compromise all the time?
We do. We compromise all the time already.
No, you don't have to do anything.
Yes, we do. We compromise in different ways.
You don't. You compromise if you choose to compromise. Nobody is saying that you have to say yes all the time to every single thing or every want or every need and want that I want in that moment. Absolutely not.
I don't think
and
so.
If anybody think that that's expected, they crazy as hell.
Because I work sometimes I work 36 hours straight. 36 hours straight. I go to fire for 24, and then I get off and I go in that ambulance for 12. In the midst of all of that, I'm handling business for the family. Now, if I came home, if I came home and say, hey, I want a little something, and you say no, I got a problem with that.
Okay, then you just have to have a problem with that. Now, if I was a stay-at-home mom and all I was doing was being at home taking care of the house, taking care of the kids, then I don't think anybody can say, "Oh, I'm tired."
You don't have to be a stay-at-home mom.
But if I'm working just like you working, and I'm taking care of the house, I'm taking care of the kids, I'm taking care of everybody else's needs, and if at the end of that day, if my
disagree with that.
If my day ends at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, and all I want to do in that moment is take my shower and take my behind the bed, that's what I'm gonna do.
If I'm away for 36 hours,
you don't have to agree with me.
Let me say it. If I'm away for 36 hours, and you know my schedule, right? You know my work schedule. You know what my job is. And the possibilities of what I do and what can happen. I think that you should you prepare for your man. You know when he's coming through the door. You know what he does. Like I said, I work 24 hours in a day. When I go to work on Thursday, I go at 8 o'clock in the morning and I get off at 8 o'clock the next morning. When I get off 8 the next morning, I go straight to somewhere else. And I'm there for 12 hours. You know this. I'm away for 36 hours. You can't prepare for that, your man. You got enough time to, like you can cook dinner for him. He's tired. You can give him a massage. Like, this guy just bust his ass for you and your family.
Okay, but are you the only one busting your ass?
That's not what I said.
That's the question.
That's not what I said.
No, I understand. I heard every last word you said. You said what you do all day.
Yeah.
what you do all day. Okay, you go, you work, you do what you need to do. But are you taking into consideration what she's going through all day? What
Yes,
she has to go through all day?
yes, yes.
Are
That's
you
why. That's why. If you notice what I
and I
said,
don't and I'm
I'm sorry.
not saying that a person, I'm not saying that a woman can't do that for you, but she doesn't have to do it for you all the time. And when you snap your fingers and you say, I want to have sex right now, and she doesn't want to, it's okay for her to say, not
That's
tonight, honey.
that's why I said.
It's okay.
That's why I said, along with this person working how they work, they're also handling other things. Because the one thing that I find funny a lot of times is you can, like you, let's say you as a woman, say, oh, we take care of the kids, I take care of this, we do too. We take care of things that we need to take care of. We take care of the
And
cars. Hold up. We take care of the cars. I make sure the pool is clean. I make sure that the grass is cut. I make sure that the sprinklers is working. I make sure that the house is to, all of these different things. Now you take care of some things. I take care of some things. I mean, but I always find it funny, when some people talk about the things that they do, because you're not the only one that take care of the kids.
we
If you
understand
taking
all of that, but
if you cleaning,
if the shoe was on the other foot and you was doing all of this and all of that, and you worked your day and you're tired, I'm going to give you your, and I want something, no, whether it be sex or whatever, and you're like, you know what, today I'm tired, and all I want to do is take my shower and get in the bed. And
but
I'm gonna and then what
depending
am I
on,
gonna say to that? I'm gonna say okay,
yeah,
and that's it.
I get it, and all I'm
All
saying is,
right,
if you have a man that, because when you have high earners, right? When you have high earners,
we
they
know
work up.
Thomas.
When you have high earners, they 9 times out of 10 they work a lot of time. They work a lot of hours. They ain't even got a lot. They ain't even got the energy all the time to knock it out the box all the time. They tired. They tired. Like I said, sometimes I work 36 hours straight. 36
Okay,
hours straight, depending on what happens at fire, and depending on what happens once I get out of fire and I go into an ambulance or into the office. That's going to depend on, what my day is, or, the things that I, handle throughout the course of the day. Sometimes sometimes you don't even need a whole bunch of sex. You can just go swallow some shit and it's done.
I said what I said,
I heard you say what
and
you said. You heard what
I
I
said
said
what I
too.
said, and I'm not backtracking from it.
You don't have
It is
to.
what it is.
You don't
You
have to.
if you can't accept an occasional no, this
I didn't say I
it is
can't.
what
I
it
didn't say
is.
I can't. I didn't say
It
that's
is
not what
what
I
it
said.
is.
That's not what
It's
I said. Every household is different. Every household is different. I know that I have a unique work schedule. I know that.
you
I have a very unique work schedule. And along with my work schedule, attached to me being a supervisor on in another area. I also do community service. I also do this. I also do that. I'm also a founder. I'm also a president, a vice president, another vice president. I'm like, of course, I got a lot that I do.
so can you or
So
can you not accept an occasional no?
I said I could. I already said that.
Okay.
But what I'm
Okay.
saying is, it's very unique when I go to work for 36 hours, right? That's not all the time. Like, I go to work at fire once every 4 days. Every 4 days, I go to work for 24 hours. Some of the times, once I get out of there, I go straight somewhere else, which will equal 36 hours. I don't see a problem with that man that worked 36 hours to provide for you, to take care of you, to handle things for you, to make him a priority. that time. I don't see the problem with that.
And I'm not saying that they can't do that, because you surely can make him a priority. I'm not saying that. What I said was it's okay to have an occasional no.
I heard what you said.
And
I heard you.
if you don't accept that no, then that's you. You don't accept the no.
I
And
heard you.
that's
I heard
perfect, and
you.
that's perfectly all right. But nobody is saying that it's an everyday thing, and that I'm not gonna cater to my man, and I'm not gonna do this, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that occasionally you're gonna get a no,
I already
and you're
said
not,
that
and
it's
you
not
may,
an
and you
everyday
may
thing.
not, and you may not like that no,
I
and
already
that
said
is
that it's not an
okay.
everyday thing. I already said that. Of course, it's not an everyday
Okay,
thing.
so therefore, with that being said, then it's okay for you to accept the no for that occasion. You can accept the no, because we got 6 other days in the week that we can do whatever. But that one day in that week that I said no, you're gonna have to eat that.
And you're going and I think that's the problem with a lot of relationships. I really do. Because
Well,
if this person is laying it all on the line for you, and they're working their behind off, I don't think that is a problem for you to sacrifice 20 minutes of your time.
and that's you.
There's me
Because
talking,
you
of
don't,
course. I'm the one that's
because
talking.
you don't know. If I'm saying no, I'm saying no for a reason.
I already said
Whatever that
that.
reason, whatever that reason may be in that moment, I'm saying no to it.
I
And
already
because
said
you
that.
feel like I'm not prioritizing you in that for that day in that moment, then I'm sorry. We can
I
have a
already said
conversation
that.
about it. We can have a conversation about it the next day.
I already said that. If there's something that's going on with you, if there's some situations that's going on, I understand. But if you're just saying no just because you don't want to, we got a problem.
Then that's a conversation to have the next day.
Yeah,
but,
okay. Yeah,
but I'm not
okay.
gonna have it because
Yeah,
you're gonna be
okay.
talking to
What's gonna happen is that person's
be talking
gonna
to
lose a good
yourself.
man. That person's gonna lose a good man to somebody that's willing to sacrifice 20 minutes of their time
Well,
because
if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. If you feel as though that you need to be somewhere else with somebody that's gonna prioritize you a little bit more and a little bit extra, then everybody has free will in this world.
that's
Use your
obvious.
free will.
That's
All
obvious.
right. So you use your free will
Free
as you
will. When
choose
you're in a
to.
relationship,
Okay, you
you're in a
use it.
relationship.
You make your exactly. You in a relationship and you have a conversation. But what I'm not gonna do is have you come to me and say, oh, X, Y, orange, and Z, and if you can't prioritize me, then I'm gonna go to somebody that's going to do that. Then you
That's
go
not
and you
no,
do
that
whatever
ain't never gonna be
you
the
go and
that
you
ain't
do
never gonna be
whatever
the
you need to do to
no, that
get
ain't never
yourself
gonna be the
fulfilled.
conversation. That ain't never gonna be the conversation.
Okay.
That's never gonna be the conversation. The conversation is
Then
gonna
that
be
shouldn't even be said. That's brought up. Then if that's never going to be the conversation,
no,
because that should
it's
not be the conversation. The
no,
conversation should
no.
be what's going on with you that you're telling me no.
Derek already established if it's
That should be the conversation.
okay. Derek already established if it's habitual.
But I never said anything about habitual.
I just
I
said
never
Derek
said
said
anything
that.
about habitual.
I just said Derek said that. Derek said if it's habitual. That's why I say you be all over the place.
No, I don't.
If it's habitual, if you constantly no for just reasons of you don't feel like it or you don't want to, you're gonna have a problem. With a man
Of course, you're going to have a problem.
hold up. With a man that's putting it all on the line and busting his behind for you.
Okay, and I never said that you wasn't. If it's habitual, but I was never talking habitual. I always said that you can accept an occasional no.
I agreed with you. But if it's habitual, you're gonna have a problem.
Of course, you're going to have a problem. And that's a problem that you should be having a conversation about, but not to the point where you talking about what you just said, because that's not
Habitual is
useful.
habitual. If it's habitual,
Habitual is habitual, but that's also a conversation that you're going to have to sit down and you're going to have a serious conversation about to
if
figure
I'm
out
working,
what's going on. No, it's not about what if you're working. You need to sit down and have a conversation with that person to figure out what is
you
going
ain't even
on
allow me to
that you
say
are
what I was gonna
continuously
say.
telling me no.
If I'm working the way that I'm working, and it continues to, because habitual is more than one.
It sure is.
Habitual is continuous. It's a continuation
It
of habit.
is.
It's a continuation of habits. So if it's habitual, that means it's continuing to happen. It's continuing to
Exactly.
happen. Wow. It's continuing to happen. It's happened once, it's happened two, it's happened three, it's happened four, it's happened five. It's continuing
Hmm.
to happen. So if I'm working the way that I'm working and I'm conversating with you and I'm conversing with you and telling you, hey, this shit ain't working, but it's the habitual, you're gonna lose that good dude.
Okay. And I understand that part. But I think that the main thing is if it's something that's habitual, it should be a conversation and
I
not
just
a
said
threatening
if
that
I'm talking to you,
because
if I'm telling
obviously
you, I said that
well
already.
it depends on what that conversation consists of because
I already said that too. It's gonna be.
everybody don't know how to have a conversation.
I already said that.
People
I said if there's something that's going on, if there's situations, of course a man can understand.
maybe.
Yo, you is the worst.
I know.
You are a mess.
I know. It's
The
in my
point,
genes.
the point is being being careful, being careful being careful and thoughtful with your well placed no. Understanding that no, that no may mean not tonight in your head, but it can mean something else to somebody else. It can mean something else to your person that night. So being able to understand where they're coming from, what they may need, um, and even like I said with Kamisha, even not tonight, in the morning, blah blah blah, or not even a not tonight, but then waking him up and making him or her up in the morning with a morning surprise or something. Well, it is not even just we're not just talking about sex. We're talking about overall period. But because y'all wanted to do candy conversations after dark tonight and wanted just understanding that a well placed no um is a start to healthy boundaries. Remember, a healthy boundary is always going to be boundaries that you and your person can live with. That's what makes it healthy. A healthy boundary is not, well, that's my truth and you just deal with it. So if we use
And that's absolutely good.
if we're not thinking about our nose and we're just thinking about how we feel and what we're going through, then you definitely are setting yourself up for failure down the line. Because at some point your person is going to clearly tell you, going to clearly shut down and stop asking you for things, and God forbid may even go off elsewhere looking for it.
Mhm.
So we
And I don't disagree with that, but I also think that when you're setting these boundaries, um, that all of that is a discussion. Any
Some
boundaries
things,
that's set
some
forth,
things.
any boundaries that somebody is setting, because you're setting that boundary for yourself, but you're also setting that boundary for somebody else,
Some
and all
things.
of that needs to be discussed.
Some things don't have to. Some things is expected.
Don't expect, because that's
No,
when you
no,
get
no.
disappointed.
Let's be realistic.
I'm being
Like it.
realistic.
No, no. Some things are expected. Let's say it snowed the other day, right? It snowed the other day. when I got up and I had to be in the firehouse. When I got up, I made sure that I shoveled the front of the house. I made sure that I cleaned off the cars. You know, I did things that's expected. I made sure that the garbage was put out on the curb. I made sure all of that was taken care of. He was asleep. She woke up to everything. Because that's just me as a man. I just made sure that certain things is taken care of. That's the same as me being in here as a man, as the protector, right? Me being as the protector. It's expected that if somebody come up in this house, I light their ass up. You ain't gonna be like, hey,
everybody going down.
It ain't gonna be like, hey, let's go downstairs and jump them. No, you expect me as a man to protect this house. So certain things is expected. Even if you don't say it. Like I said, when it snowed, I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to be to work at 8 o'clock. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, washed up, brushed my teeth, put my uniform on, went out there, shoveled everything, put some salt down, cleaned off the cars, got my lunch together. She ain't even had to do that. I got my lunch together, got the garbage, put the garbage out on the curb, did that. Boom, now I'm ready to go. I got in my car, my truck, and I drove to work. She wasn't even awake. But if you was to get up and you got this house, right? And you was to leave out of this door and there's a bunch of snow in the front of the house, there's no salt down, the cars is filthy, the garbage is not out, how would you look at me as a man? Don't get quiet now.
How would I look?
How would you look at me as a man?
I don't, because for me, you asking the wrong person.
No, this is a simple question.
No, I'm telling you, you asking the wrong person because I don't have a problem getting up and going outside shoveling stuff.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you.
I'm not going to look at you. I'm not going to look at you anyway.
I'm talking about an able-bodied man. I'm talking about an able-bodied man. He got up, got himself together, but he ain't take care of the house. He ain't take care of the chores of the house. He ain't take care of the cars. He ain't take care of none of that. He just was selfish and just got in his car and drove away. You wouldn't look at him like, damn.
No, I'm going.
You wouldn't look at him like, damn, you couldn't even shovel the steps?
No, I'm gonna call you selfish, and I'm gonna text you, and I'm gonna let you know that was selfish.
So you agree?
I'm gonna, yeah, that is selfish to get up and just do everything for yourself when it's a whole bunch of other people.
So you agree that
that doesn't mean, no, it's not that it's expected.
It's definitely
it's just
expected.
Like, no, it's not expected. If you
Really?
get up, no, it's not expected.
So if you're in a man with a house, you're in a man. I'm sorry.
My thing. Wait, let me finish this. When my thing is this: if you decided to get up and clean up your car and go to work, when I call you, I'm going to ask you one simple question: was you late for work?
Okay, and I say no.
If you late for work, then fine, I can understand that part.
And I say no, and it's habitual. Remember, we're talking about habitual. And it was habitual that multiple times he hasn't done these things.
Then that would be a problem, not an expectation. It would be a problem.
It'll be a problem because you expect him to be a man to handle certain things as a man.
No, it would be a problem because all of the chores should not fall on me. Because if you
expect him to hold his weight.
Everybody, but that's in a household period. If there are two able-bodied people living in the house, everybody should be helping with everything in that house.
Just say you don't want to agree with me.
I'm not saying I don't want to agree with you. This is me. And this is how I think. Everybody should be helping. Just like when it snows outside, he is not the only person outside shoveling snow. I'm out there shoveling snow. The kids are outside shoveling snow. Everybody is doing what they need to do.
So you expect
That's how it should be.
So you expect him to play his part.
Yes, everybody should be playing their
So
part.
you have expectations of him.
No, that's a responsibility. That is not an expectation.
That's expectation. You expect him
No,
to play
that's
his
a responsibility. Because your responsibility,
responsibilities,
your
expectations.
responsibility. No, an expectation is when you automatically just assume this is what somebody is supposed to do.
Because it's your responsibility. Because it's your responsibility.
Is something that you have to do. And when you living in a house with people, everybody has responsibilities. And
It's
we're
the
all
same
going to live up
thing.
to those responsibilities.
It's
It
the
is
same
not.
thing.
Because if he chose to say,
Because then it's the same
I'm
thing.
assuming, no, because if I'm assuming that this is what he's supposed to do and he chooses not to do it, and I'm looking at him and I'm saying, okay, wait a minute, don't we all live here? So we all should be doing this? And you tell me no, that that's not my responsibility to do this, or it's not my responsibility to do that, I'm going to say, okay, that's fine.
Because you expect him to do that.
No,
You
that's just a
expect you
responsibility to me.
expect him.
It's not an
you
expectation, it's a responsibility.
You
Because if I didn't feed your ass every day, then what?
cousin,
You expect me to cook every day, right?
cousin, you expect him to hold his weight. The only thing that you're talking about as far as responsibility is the only thing. The only thing you're talking about as responsibility is if the task is given. But like I said, there's certain tasks that's not given; it's just expected. You don't expect to go and fight the person that's coming in the door to rob the house. You don't expect that. You expect the man to handle that.
Well, I don't expect anybody to be coming in my house.
You get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying.
But hey, that's
certain responsibilities.
I think
certain responsibilities. Hold up. Certain responsibilities is gender bias.
okay.
Certain responsibilities is.
Okay.
Good point.
We don't like to say it because we talk this equality stuff.
I don't
But
think
I'm not.
I don't think that responsibilities are gender biased because
if you came to my house, and we talking about, like Derek said, habitual. If you came to my house and every weekend that you come over, she was mowing the grass, putting the leaves in, bagging everything up, and I was just sitting in the basement drinking, chilling. You're gonna look at me some sort of way because that's a strenuous act. That's something that a man should be doing. Not saying that you can't do it, but I'm not gonna have my lady. I'm not gonna have my lady mowing the lawn, and I'm watching the game.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna have my lady. I'm sitting in the. Sitting up. Hold up, wait. I'm sitting upstairs with the covers right here, and I'm here. And if we hear something downstairs, and you running downstairs with your burner, no, that's that. I'm gonna handle that. In the summertime, I gotta clean the pool. I'm not thinking about her going to clean the pool. I'm gonna handle that. I'm sitting there drinking on the patio. I mean, I'm sitting there drinking under the gazebo, and she's scrubbing the pool. No, that's my job.
Okay.
Not saying that she can't do it.
If you say so, okay.
Come on, we can't do that.
What? I'm not.
We can
agree to disagree, and that's okay.
You're just being stubborn. If you
I'm not being stubborn. We can't agree to disagree.
If your friend called you, hold up. If your friend called you, right? If your friend called you in this snowstorm, right? In the snowstorm or in the wintertime, and she said, "Yo, I'm stranded on Straight Street. And you said, oh, you know what? I'm on Market. Let me come around. And she said, yeah, my tire is flat. And you pull around, right? And she see you jacking the car up, right? And you go, you know, where's the you know, the lug wrench and such and such and such. But then you look up and see her dude in the car. You're not gonna feel away?
He should be helping her.
Why? Why? Why?
Because
why should it be expected, or why should
it's not? See, and that's the thing.
Why should he?
And that's the thing.
He can't do it.
I never said that it was expected. He should be helping her because he is also riding in that vehicle. So
He should
if
be
the car
doing
is broken down,
He should be doing it. He should be changing it.
Well, he's outside trying to figure out how to change it if he don't know how. Like if you pull up,
there you go, sir.
I don't know how. If I'm in the car and I don't know how to change it, I don't know how to change the tire. But I'm in the car. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna have the tire outside waiting for you. If you pull up, you come, you like where your lug wrench. I'm gonna have all that stuff and be standing next to you. Why? Because this is something I need to learn, so I don't be looking crazy out here in these streets, having another woman jacking the car up while I'm sitting there inside, blowing in my hand like.
Derek, even in that scenario, Derek, you get the point, right?
What happens about?
I said with Derek, even in that scenario, if you want to change the scenario, you get the point. Ain't no man should be standing by watching any woman do strenuous work like that.
I never disagreed with that part. And I just said he should be out there helping her. I'm not saying
he should be handling it.
And that's just what it is. If a tire is flat, you could go out there if you want to, but I'm still gonna get out my side of the car. I'm gonna go right on over, and I'm gonna be like, okay, what you need me to do?
Go get me some tea.
Period.
Go get me some tea because it's cold out here. And when I'm done,
you're
gonna go do some swallowing.
But hey, well, how others look at things and how I look at things is always gonna be two different ways of looking at things, and that's okay. We can agree to disagree.
No, you're just stubborn. That's all it is.
No, it has nothing to do with stubborn.
Yeah,
that's
you
just
are.
how I am. No, I'm not. I'm
far
from stubborn. But it is what it is. I can agree to disagree because you may not agree with, like I said, you may not agree with my ways and I may not agree with your ways. And that is perfectly okay.
You're rebellious.
It has nothing to do with being rebellious. It has nothing to do with being rebellious. If I agree, I will agree. If I don't, then I don't. And that's just that. And that's part of life. We all live differently. We all live differently.
You gonna look to win the argument. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to win the argument.
We all live differently. Period.
Nope.
Yes, we definitely do.
The only woman.
Yes, the way you think may not be the way I think. The way Derek thinks may not be the same way. May not be the same way I think.
As far as gender, on average, I think that that's more on point of what I'm saying than what you're saying. The only woman that should be changing the car with a man that's in the car, the only woman that should be going downstairs ready to fight and the man is still upstairs, the only woman that should be mowing the grass and the man is drinking is Baby D from Friday.
No,
Friday after
I don't know what that is. I've never watched Friday.
Baby D deserves to be loved too. That ain't fair.
I said the only one the only one. She probably stronger than all of us.
She deserved day.
Who the hell is Baby D?
Friday after next. With what's her name? What was her name, Derek? Her rap name? Lady of Rage.
I don't know because I never seen this. So
you do. You think Friday after next with Day Day?
No, I haven't. How you gonna tell me what I watch? I've never seen it.
So you never seen Friday with Mike Epps?
No, because I'm not a Mike. I don't like Mike Epps.
You're gonna say no just to say no.
No, I've never seen it because I don't like Mike Epps. I don't think he's funny. I don't watch, just like I don't watch the Wayans Brothers shows because I don't think they funny people. So I'm not gonna waste my time watching these stuff.
The only way for you to find out if it was funny is if you watched it.
No, I've seen them do like comedy. I've seen other things that they have been in it, and I don't think that they're funny. You may think they funny, but I don't.
That's not what I said. I just said
I'm
the
sorry,
only woman
they're
that's
not
probably gonna
funny to me.
That's another topic for another day. We want to thank y'all. We're 10 minutes over our time, which is pretty good. Pretty good for us. But we're gonna say we're gonna turn this over to the cat so she can say goodnight.
Thank you to everybody for tuning in. It's been a night. I hope everyone has a beautiful, blessed weekend. See y'all next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to like, comment, share on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or should I say X? I'm sorry, X and TikTok.
Don't forget to look for us on don't forget to look for us on Instagram, on X, and on OnlyFans as we start our Candid After Dark on Patreon.
I'm like, we are actually, and we are actually going to be getting a Patreon. As soon as I finish figuring out the little deets on it.
We get OnlyFans too?
No.
Candid After Dark.
We will be doing a Patreon page as well, but that's in the works. So we will see y'all next week, same time, same place, same host, same co-host,
same stubbornness,
same drama,
same stubbornness,
same everything for next week. See y'all next week. Peace, love, and blessings.